presentation of the National Football League.
The kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start, and off we go from Buffalo. Jaleel McLaughlin now on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. Second season now for Bo Nix.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback. You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Nix. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. That's Daquan Jones getting in there to bring him down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
On 4th down, out is the rookie 6th-round pick, Jeremy Crawshaw, to kick it away. Deep for the Bills is Brandon Codrington. This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Bills offense heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense. And when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Great run after the catch in the open field. A pickup of 24.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
Allen going to give it to Cook. Good blocking to the 15. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
10 yards to go.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Once again, it's Cook. And this time, they are ready for him. Throw for a loss. And it's second down.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he's in! James Cook, touchdown Buffalo.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead.
Tyler Bass.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to get going with their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
A run with Dobbins. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. Back to throw is Nix. He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. And they're going to move this Ball inside the 25-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. 35 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. So we are through one on Monday Night Primetime. The Bills with the early advantage. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter. We're looking at a second down and 9 to go. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Nix from the gun on third down. He'll try to run for it, and he's into the end zone. Bo Nix, touchdown Denver.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. He's got it. Broncos will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. On the return, it's Brandon Codrington. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's got it in the hands of Elijah Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
A quick slant, looked in by Moore. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
At the 50-yard line.
They'll run the toss with Cook. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
To the air. On second down, here's Allen. Whoa! And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's first and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
They've got it at the 8. First down and goal. Here's Cook. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
So push back to the 11-yard line for second and goal. From the gun. Throw here for Allen. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Third and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming.
Fourth and goal.
They'll try and throw for it with Allen. And this is caught. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Bills.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bills will move out to a 14-7 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, here's Mims. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
2nd down, they need 3. Throwing, Nix. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
A 1st down throw for Nix. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this 1st half. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll throw. It's Nix. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Throwing is Nix. He'll be forced outright. He'll try and get there on the ground.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. He's got a man open. It's Sherfield. And he will score. Trent Sherfield. Touchdown, Broncos.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone. And if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
His kick is good. That ties the...
So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the 3rd quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. Could not ask for more from that 1st half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Now Cotrington to return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Allen. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run. You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And they're gonna be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. Big-time play there for Buffalo. 35 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
On first down, it's Allen. He gets this one to Moore.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Allen. To the goal line and in. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception.
It just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We've got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Extra point try by Bass. The kick is good. And the Bills have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. Let's see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. McLaughlin now on the return. And he's stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Broncos offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll give it to Dobbins. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. Brings up second down.
Here's Dobbins. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in down and 5. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Contrington to return it. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Gun, here's Allen. That's the rookie from Texas, John A. Bell. And the Broncos have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
The Broncos offense ready to get back at it. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a first down. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the ground, here's Dobbins. Open space to the 35. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. A pickup there of 19 yards. First down, Broncos.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit. Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Second and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That is caught at the 3. And he'll take this one in. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Denver.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Broncos will even the score. It's now 21-all. Scott Banks, no rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. Now Codrington to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. They'll start on the ground with Cook. He'll be stopped after pickup of about 3. Alex Singleton there on the tackle.
Brings up second down.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Allen. He'll throw it left and has his running back. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for a Bills first down.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not, and it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Here's a 2nd and 6. In motion, Shakir. Allen now on 2nd down. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, Josh Allen. Right side, hauled in by Samuel.
A gain of 6. And the Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the
Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. 4th quarter, that's a huge first down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. On the carry, it's Cook. And that'll give him the first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
They're doing a really nice job of keeping this defense on their heels with this balanced attack. We've seen them be effective both run and pass, and right now the defense just doesn't seem to have an answer.
An unbalanced look to the left here on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Cook. They did a nice job skipping away from one tackle, then going forward, gain of 5. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down. First and goal.
That's another Buffalo Bills. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
You never know which play is going to be the one that sways the game in your favor, and that could be it right there. I mean, to set up first and goal with that last pass completion, now they can really take their time. There is an element of working some of this clock down. You know you...
This is caught for a touchdown. There is a penalty flag down. Let's see if this one holds up.
Offside. Defense. That penalty is declined.
Pass now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bills go up by 7. 28-21. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll do so with first and 10. To throw is Nix. That'll be complete to Dobbins. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 16 yards on the game and a quick first down.
First down, Broncos.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
First down, Denver.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection. And while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Look at that. Slipped it across his body and connected. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. This one could be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Now, on 2nd and long. Here's Nix to throw. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. And we'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. The Buffalo crowd being heard before 3rd down. They send Sutton in motion. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best 1st down play call to your quarterback. Field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all wrapped.
And it's a touchdown! They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. Now Codrington to return. Oh! And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here is 1st and 10. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And they'll knock him down just shy of the 40. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd. And the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go.
9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and inches at their 49-yard line.
Now 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's Allen. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. Now it's going to be third down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. And the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame. Here we go. This is fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on fourth down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On first down, Allen. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
So now it's Tyler Bass on in a big spot. This a potential game winner. This one is hooking, and he missed it. No good, wide to the left. And now what can the other guys do in the final minute to avoid overtime?
Man, that's just a tough one to swallow. You've got a chance to win the game right here at the end of regulation. But after that costly miss, they're going to see if they can pull this one out, but in overtime.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing. Nix. Got a man. That's Sherfield. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down. Now, timeout called. Let's see, you're looking at a long field goal try from here. Well, this might be one final heave to the end zone. Here comes Will Lutz in a big spot. This to win the game. This one is pushed out to the right. It is no good. And now the momentum swings to the other sideline here in overtime.
Tyler Bass.
Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos offense ready to take over once again. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Back to throw is Nix. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
They don't waste any time capitalizing on their opponent's mistake, so they miss the field goal. You take the ball back. There's a lot of energy on the sideline. That's a big win for your defense. So what do you got to do? You got to go out there as an offense and get off to a fast start. And that's exactly what they're able to do on that first down play.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies. But the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass. And I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
Second down. Nix to the left side into the hands of Franklin. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
He's got his man. He finds Sutton. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a second down. Now it's Dobbins, and he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Next, from the gun, on third down. The catch made there by Sutton. And he is very close to the first down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And that will not do it. They took the chance on this opening possession of overtime, but they lose possession as they turn it over on downs. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Alex Singleton on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up second down at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 3. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. A huge play there in overtime. 33 yards.
1st and 10.
The only way the quarterback has time to allow that receiver to go that far is if the big boys up front do their job. I mean, the protection was excellent. The quarterback had all the time in the world to let his wide receiver work open, and when you can pass protect like that, you're going to generate a lot of big plays.
He'll find his running back, Cook. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 1. They run out of the gun. It's Cook. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Buffalo.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Bills.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
So the Bills Mafia goes home happy. It's a win for Buffalo. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.